How you doing, man? Welcome, man. Yeah. So you clean, man. I like that belt, man.
Bro, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Yeah, man. So Veterans Day, man.
Yeah.
Veterans Day, I gotta ask you, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, basically, man, it makes you really think about the sacrifices that not only yourself have made, but also the individuals that have come before you. Basically to keep the country free and for us to have the liberty to do the things that we do.
Right.
So that's really why it's important to me.
So where you from, man?
Originally from Jacksonville, Florida, man.
Small town, big town? Jacksonville is huge.
It is. Land area-wise is huge, but in terms of population, it's not that big. It has a small town feel.
Okay.
Originally from Jacksonville, Florida, bro.
So what made you decide, hey, I'm gonna join the Marines?
Yeah.
Out of the Navy, the Air Force.
Yeah.
You chose, they always tell me, the people who join the Marines, they've always wanted to be a Marine from a child on up.
Well, what I will say, man, is that I had an uncle, which is my dad's younger brother.
Right.
He was in the Marine Corps back in the Vietnam era. And, it was just something that was different about him than all the other uncles, right? And as I was coming up as a kid, I joined the ROTC, Marine ROTC in high school. And my senior year, I actually graduated high school a year early.
Oh, okay.
And so I was 16, then I turned 17. So I approached my pops about it because I was raised by my father and my grandparents, right?
Okay.
So I approached my pops about it and told him that's what I wanted to do very early in my senior year. And he told me I was crazy. Get out of here.
Just like that.
Just like that.
You ain't going no Marine?
Exactly, right? So I was kind of shocked that he would kind of shoot me down like that, but he wanted me to go to college first, right?
Understood.
But I knew internally that I just wasn't mature enough to go to school and do what I was supposed to do.
Gotcha.
So I went back to him again about a month or two later, and he told me the same thing. Get out of here. You're not joining the Marines. So I was kind of discouraged, but then the next time I approached him with the demand. It was, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You can either sign a parental consent to allow me to join, or I'll wait till I'm 18 and I'm going to join anyway. And the amazing thing is that he said, you know what? I did that for a reason. I wanted to ensure that's what you really wanted to do.
Got it.
And then he allowed me to join, and 10 months later, man, I was off the Parris Island, South Carolina boot camp.
That's good, man, that he allowed you to make your own decision. That was a big step right there.
Absolutely.
Alone.
Absolutely.
So growing up, man, did you run into anything? Did you have any struggles that almost wanted to deter you to go another way, or was you just a good guy?
Well, I'm the youngest of 5.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
all boys?
No, it's 4 boys. I'm sorry, 3 boys, and I got an older sister.
Okay.
Now the thing is, there's a large age gap between my brother that's next to me. All of them were kind of like together. Yeah. So my youngest brother, he was 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So they were kind of out and about when I was was understanding what life was about.
Right.
But ironically though, my brothers were hellions. I mean, I had a brother that did 21 years in prison. I had a brother got killed when I was 12.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. And another brother that did 7 years in prison. So that was kind of like where I looked and I said, that's what I don't want to do.
Gotcha.
Or don't want to be. So,
That's good, because some people follow those footsteps.
Absolutely, man. But my father, very instrumental in my life, man. He would not allow me to go in that direction. Not at all. So I'm
shout out to Pops, man.
Absolutely. Hey,
and shout out
you
to
know
Pops.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you joined the Marines. How did you feel when you walked into boot camp? Because I know Marine boot camp is different than Navy basic training.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So how did you feel the first day you walked into that boot camp and you seen all these different people from all these different places? You know, the guy that want to be hard. You got this other guy, and everybody think they know you, but they don't. How did you feel that first day?
Man, it was really complete shock. because you're in an unfamiliar environment around unfamiliar people.
Right.
And but the amazing thing about boot camp is that it makes you become a cohesive unit. You know what I mean? It's no individuals,
right.
And you all have to work together to accomplish one common goal. So it's scary in the beginning because you just don't know what to expect.
Right.
But as you progress through boot camp, and you really start to see the change that's manifesting in yourself, man, it's an amazing feeling, man.
Right.
Once you're done with it.
So the word gunny.
Yes.
In the Marines. Mm-hmm. The Marines love the word gunny, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, every time I see a Marine and they was a gunnery sergeant, mm-hmm. they're quick to say gunny,
yeah.
gunny,
yeah.
with the chest out, even after retirement.
Absolutely.
So why does that word, or what does that word mean to you, mm-hmm. and why is it so important?
Well, I think the rank of gunnery sergeant is kind of like you're the go-between between junior Marines, junior staff non-commissioned officers, and officers. So you're that guy.
So you're the supervisor.
Yes.
But okay, got you.
Yeah. You're that midway point, man, and you essentially make everything happen. So once you attain that rank, man, it's kind of like you kind of made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Marines, man. So one of the reasons I didn't join the Marines, mm-hmm. and I commend anybody that joined the Marines, but one of the reasons I didn't, because I didn't want to, everybody deploy.
Right.
The Navy, when we deploy, mm-hmm. we're on the ship.
Right.
We got showers.
Right.
Marines, y'all in the woods.
Yeah.
Y'all eating MREs.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Bugs.
Right. Yeah.
But you're a pretty boy, man. What made you join the Marines?
Hey, man, listen, don't get it confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I knew that. Actually, because an Army recruiter was tracking me down, man.
Yeah.
In high school, he, calling me every day. Hey, man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But I knew that I wanted a challenge.
Right.
I knew I wanted something that wasn't going to be easy. And the reality is that the reason that people join the military, I think, is to change. Mm-hmm. So if you go and do something easy that you know you can accomplish already, why would you do it?
Why do it?
Exactly.
Y'all hear that?
That's it.
Why do something that's easy? You all that's selling drugs, and it may seem easy right now,
yep.
but easy is not always good.
Absolutely, man.
Ports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deployments.
Yeah.
Because the Marines deploy as well.
Absolutely.
Right? So what was one of your best ports that you?
Being in Japan actually was the funnest time for me. When I first got there, I didn't know anybody, right? So it was kind of like a culture shock because I was stationed in San Diego for about 3 years prior to me going to Japan. And I got there, I was stationed with an infantry unit. So basically, man, we lived in the woods, always doing training, always doing all kind of operations, and which things that I had never done before. But getting there and getting acclimated to that environment, it was an adjustment in the beginning, man. But once I had been there for about 4 months, started meeting everybody, and when it was time for me to go, it was like, man, I didn't want to leave.
I don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah, man, it was a good time, brother.
So now that you're retired, mm-hmm. what is your job after the Marines? What's going on with you right now? Okay,
so once I retired, I really had no real clue on what direction that I wanted to go specifically, right? So I worked at a engineering firm. I was a technical engineering recruiter at first.
Okay.
And so I recruited engineers for jobs that paid $150,000, $200,000 a year. And what I realized doing that kind of line of work is that being a recruiter prior to that, I was burned out on the sales thing, right?
Burned out.
Yeah, so I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, so I went back to school, and I got an undergraduate degree, I got a master's degree in business, and once I got done with that, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So, but what I realized in that process is that working a 9-to-5 is not for me. Being a part of that organization and doing that for so long, I knew that wasn't the route that I wanted to go in this next chapter of my life. So at that point, I became an entrepreneur. I started a couple of different businesses. Right now, currently, working towards a real estate salesperson's license in the state of Georgia. I also have a logistics company. We transport
That's great.
Products all around the country. So, yeah, man, it's been fantastic, man.
I ask everybody this, man. If there was anything or any advice that you would give the youth, what would that be?
Well, what I would say is the most important thing is in life you got to be focused. You got to be focused and you got to be disciplined. All right. I think a lot of kids right now in the age of technology, what we lack is we lack perseverance and we lack discipline, or they lack perseverance and discipline.
We do.
Everything is so instantaneous. We want the gratification right now. We don't want to work towards what a goal is. So what that does though, and like you mentioned before, the easiest way is not always the best way. You know, a lot of things in life that are worth having are going to take perseverance. It's going to take discipline in order to accomplish those goals that you want to accomplish. So stay focused and stay disciplined and work hard towards your goals and you'll be successful.
Got you. So where can they find you, man? On Instagram or Facebook? If anybody wanted to look you up, where can they go to find you?
Well, man, I'm really not a social media buff.
Okay.
My Instagram is Ricky Fontaine 12. My Facebook is my name, Corey Brown. So I'm really not. I don't really advertise, but I just kind of use that to check up on folks and stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
so
about
legacy, man. How do you want people to remember you?
Basically, being a man of integrity and being a man of honor, and also a man that was disciplined. So I think those hallmark characteristics of an individual will take you anywhere you want to go, man, to be successful in life.
I like it, man. Corey Brown, thanks for serving, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I've been in the street, in and out my home. Nobody really cares until you're dead and gone. Working minimum wage, doing the best I can. I'm trying to elevate to be a better man.